He has done a lot, averaging 16.5 points per game. Here is Damon Lynn on a two-pointer. It's up and down, and the Highlanders have the lead first tonight against the Golden Flashes.
Sometimes you're not sure whether they're playing man or zone. They've got to defend the paint.
Walker kicks it out. Here's Hall again. This time connects.
That's what we talked about in the open. He's an all-around player for a big guy because he's not
8 boards per game. And then down court. Here's an open look. Walker connects.
Alan Walker, not known for his three-point shooting, just 23%.
In the Mid-American Conference has been strong over the years. Here's Willis on the drive, and he's fouled on his way to the rack. Here's a guy that you love to see to the free throw line. He's going to shoot. Know how to get contact, positive contact. Shustov in the game. The Siberian shoots and scores from Russia with love, and we've got a tie game.
And that front for the Golden Flashes.
Xavier Pollard has checked in. He's an interesting story as this one is knocked down, and Jalen Walker, he's skying out there. He's got a.
And as we said, the scouting report says let him shoot those.
How about that? What you talking about? Willis, he goes up high and knocks one off the window and trap. Win trying to get going, yet to hit a shot from downtown as a two-point basket. Here's Isaboa. Just into the game, the pull-up jumper, good.
And a terrific ball fake to get everything. The school you're coming from doesn't. You're eligible immediately. Both of those guys, he and Cancer, have stepped in and certainly given them experience as well from the floor.
This is Isaboa, career high, or season highs of 4 3 times this year, but no more than that. That jumper is on the mark, and look at Kellen Thomas.
Guys off the three-point line.
This 1-3-1 trapping defense was key to their turnaround against Cleveland State on Saturday. Isaboa in the corner, bullseye! His first of the year is Isaboa.
And against the 1-3-1, De'Arius unable to corral it.
Coleman on the move. Coleman strong. Coleman lays it in. Nice move to his left.
And again, he's a hard matchup when he's playing the four-man.
Ball short. And it's eventually Terrence Smith who gets it. Here comes Howard. Lynn is ahead of the pack. Lynn settles. He fires the three. Bullseye. Damon Lynn.
Well, that's a good timeout right there by Rob Senderoff. The problem is Kent State made a couple of those threes early.
His message is clear usually, and it was to box out and rebound, and they're getting that. Now here, Hall just outworking the smaller Lynn, and he goes back up and in, and that's what Jimmy Hall can do for you.
He's got great to the basketball. One of the reasons why there are a couple NBA scouts here to watch this game.
Spinorama like a top through the lane with a finger roll for Coleman. How about 15? The lead is 7 over to the corner. Baseline drive, Howard skips it over. Willis is open, and Ukawuba comes through, and he taps it home, and the Highlander lead is a game-high 9. He's got 6 inches on Ukawuba. And another possession here. Hall comes, gets it at the post. Into 4, puts it in, and 1.
You can see why he is a terrific player. He's not your typical go down inside and just sit on the low block. He wants to get other guys involved.
Didn't have numbers, and the shot was too strong by Edwin Lynn. The rebound, here come the Highlanders, 4-on-2, running the break beautifully. One more to Bendari, who puts it up and in. Nice feed by Isaboa.
Well, that's way to share the basketball. That's the pace.
Very well. Lynn has the ball. Coleman again driving. Kicks it to the corner, Selentakis. Bullseye, a little grease lightning for Manny Selentakis.
Doesn't take a whole lot of threes, but he's a good three-point shooter.
10-point game, 4:05 to go first half. The Highlanders have built up a 10-point lead. And here's Thomas, answers. Kellen Thomas buries his 8th tray of the year. Highlanders
on the stretch of last season.
To your point, Rob, he has shot it better than 50% from the floor over his last 5 games. 16 on the shot clock. Hall spinning and banging, throws it out to Thomas, connects again, back-to-back threes for Kellen Thomas. Played for the Hofstra Pride, had a very good year in 12-13. Out to the wing. Thomas, this time a 2-point shot is short, but an offensive rebound. That's Pollard who lays it up and in. Pollard active on the glass.
So even though you're doing a good job on the backboard.
With 17 on the shot clock. A little bit of a frenzy there for the Golden Flashes. Walker kicks it out. 3-ball by Thomas. He's got his 3rd dagger. We've got a tie game.
When they were struggling offensively in their home games, yet just 35 in that first half.
Tied up on the 3-ball. Second half starts like the first half, Rob. It's Jalen Walker knocking down a big shot. They withstood a 13-9 early deficit. They reeled off an 11-0 run. 5 on the clock. Coleman into the lane, a little spin, a shot, and he connects again. And Coleman showing his ability to finish.
Well, to finish and to beat. One of the Highlander guards tried to drag it with their strong hand. Got to go up with the left to keep it away from the big guy.
Coleman misses. Howard tips it to Smith, who puts it in and recognizes the assist there from his buddy. He's very headsy, played just 10 minutes. He had a couple quick personal fouls, and now this 3-ball is short. Walker fights for the rebound, but Coleman always around the ball, comes away with it. Ahead to Lynn, pulls up, fires, bullseye, a little insanity here in North. It's after the 3-ball tied it by Walker. Baseline, tough, strong move, but no good. And then eventually an offensive rebound. Hall up and in, and Jimmy Hall getting it done down there in the paint again.
Well, that's what they do. They are relentless on the offense.
Coleman will take a breather. Rob Ukawuba, the 6'3 junior, is into the game for the Highlanders. He gets the cut. Oh, beautiful look. Finishes off, and there's the backdoor cut we talked about earlier tonight.
And that is their first basket.
Right into the game, right into the paint, and into the scorer's column. Pollard catches and fires, bullseye, and another answer.
And again, they play through Hall at the high post every time that NJIT.
Found a seam, but in the land of the Giants gets blocked, and it saved. Jimmy Hall has done it again. Walker for Pollard. Tough shot, and he gets the roll just like that. We're back to a 3-point game.
And great body control by Pollard to not come charging through, able to stop and
Lead forward with momentum. He really controlled himself, and Pollard, he's got a lot of energy off that bench as well. Lynn will try it from deep, bullseye!
Well, that's pretty good defense by Thomas, just better offense by Lynn.
And Coleman, so 5 tied for the game high in scoring. Here's Hall. Into the lane, tough shot, uses his height beautifully.
Well, we've seen him a couple of times, that time on a runner, one other time where he looked like he got...
Barrels into the lane, nearly threw it away. Hall trying to take back over. Kicks up top. And it's Pollard in the corner, no good. An offensive rebound in the tie game. We'll put back by Chris Ortiz. 15 on the shot clock. Saboa taking it to Hall, gets it up and in. Oh, look at that play by Ukawuba.
Well,
Pollard back up top, shot clock to 5. Pollard in the corner, tough shot with Coleman in his face, and he buries the thing. You've got to be kidding me. Marcus Pollard, Marvin. Holy Toledo, what a shot to tie the game back up. Coleman, another 3 from the big man Coleman.
Well, so he got.
So Howard back in, the Highlanders. As Ortiz gets the inbounds pass right under the basket and lays it in. Kent State has gone in front. Nice pass by Howard. Ukawuba, look out below, some thunder, and the Highlanders back in front. And now Kent State staves off a bullet there by getting the ball back and a chance to go in front with 8:45 to go. Pollard is going to launch again. Pollard drops it again, and this guy's on fire.
Well, now you've got to.
Lynn into the lane. Lynn threw it away, and it comes down to Thomas. Ahead, finds Walker. The finger roll is off the mark, but the follow is there. It's Hall, and the lead is 4. That's the biggest of the game for Kent State.
And let's see if Jim.
Terrence Smith up top, hands off to Lynn. Lynn 3 of 11 from downtown. Back to Coleman, fakes the 3. Towards the elbow, fadeaway is up and in, and Coleman showing off a bunch of array of
challenge it.
You saw on the screen he's got the high for the Highlanders. Hall 17, and a nice lay in there. 2 more, and the lead right back to 4.
Oh, good execution. That was a set play. Nice back.
Down to 9. Hall really wants it. Screens, they kick it out. Here's a 3-ball by Thomas. Blocked. It's blocked by Coleman, and a kick back by Lynn. Here comes Coleman into the lane. From behind, he's blocked. Howard nearly had the ball. It's out of bounds off of Ortiz. So the Highlanders will keep... point. Coleman falls down, keeps his dribble, gets back up and lays it in. You've got to be kidding me. A magician's act again by Coleman.
His best Marcus Haynes to the floor. Smartly, most guys, especially big guys, would pick it up and be a travel. Instead, by keeping the dribble alive, he gave himself a chance to finish in the lane.
I started to whistle Sweet Georgia Brown
There
over
you go.
here. Now, a three ball, good, and look at the answer. Kellen Thomas has another 3-point. That is Ukawuba giving up 6 inches down in the post. Lynn helping out, a kick out. Thomas again for a three, and again provides a dagger.
But it all starts with Hall's ability to do three-point line.
Thomas
A season high from deep.
Terrence Smith comes away with it. A ball fake goes up and lays it in. Great work to tie the game. Kellen Thomas has 17. His career high is 18. That was in the season opener against Youngstown.
Not very good from the line at just 64% on the season. NJIT, one of the nation's best.
A block called on Coleman, and Thomas is taking over down the stretch for the Golden Flashes. Well, he wants it. He's got Ukawuba on him, but they're bracketing him with Smith. He's back on him. Double team. In the corner in trouble. Uh-oh, Thomas is open, and Thomas drains it again.
Well, as you said, in trouble, but not in trouble when you've got skills. Jimmy Hall again, finding the open guy to finish it off from the line.
0 for 1 from the line tonight. He misses. The ball is up, and it's tapped and controlled by Pollard, a backbreaker. They got the miss, but couldn't get the rebound.
Well,
Last season at 10. Your final score in a remarkable game, Golden Flashes 80 and the Highlanders 75.
Well, Kent State, certainly the strength of their team was inside, but they found